Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Crash Bandicoot. We managed to get a lot done last episode, and I was real surprised. In the last episode where we left off, I believe we did Boulder Dash and Whole Hog, and honestly quite a lot of other levels. So in this episode, we're pretty much going to be continuing, collecting the rest of the gems, and doing the rest of the time trials. As of right now, we're still going to be going for gold time trials, but I do think in the future I might do like a bonus episode where we go back and get all the platinums. We'll see about that though. Maybe once we're done with all 3 games, we'll go back to get the platinum relics. But to start off this episode, we're going to be going back here. And I reckon we start off with... yeah, I guess this one. The Lost City. Let's do the time trial for this one. Now as usual, it has been just a little while since I played this game again. Probably been like a week or something. Damn, that was kind of close. Feel like I should restart already. Well, there's my answer. We're restarting. At least it didn't get that far. I mean, I will say something I found really hard was playing Crash Bandicoot in particular because of the time trials. Yeah, it's trying to keep like a running commentary whilst playing. It has been really challenging because this takes like almost all of my focus. Especially when I'm doing good. Like there was that one section in the last video where I was essentially completely silent for like 20 seconds. Which was not necessarily intended, but to be fair, I wasn't gonna use that run. But then it happened to be a really good run. It was a nice little surprise. You know, when I played this level initially, just to like get the box gem, I had no idea it was gonna be this difficult for the time trial. Like, I'm pretty sure it only took us like a couple of attempts to do the box gem. Something I will say about the episode today, guys, is there might be a few extra cuts here and there where I'm gonna have to take some breaks in between because I have a lot going on today. Bit of a busy day for me, so I'm gonna have to play this in chunks. It's not how I usually like to do things, but hey, at least it kind of works out for when you're doing time trials because you're just doing it level by level. And the levels are kind of random, it's just whatever we have left. Oh my god, we're so close to the end now, guys. Really not that far from here. It's like right here, I think. Are you kidding? Are you actually serious? Oh my god, I am not gonna make you guys watch all of that again. I'm just gonna skip right to the end. Right to where we were. Otherwise, this is gonna take forever. Sorry about that, guys. I had a feeling that was gonna happen if I bounced onto that metal box. Really tried to avoid that happening. I'll meet you guys at the end. Alright, guys, here we are. Almost back where we were, right towards the end. Now, all I need to do is just not hit that metal box this time. I believe we're coming up near the end here. Got a dual Aku Aku as well. It's definitely going to help me near the end, because there is that one guy with the metal box near him. And the first time I tried this time trial, I did kind of jump onto the metal box and I screwed myself. Just gotta wait for these to fill in the right pattern. I straight up almost screwed it up right there. Right near the end again. Let me get that box, that box. And just coming up, we've got that guy with the metal box above him. Just gotta be careful of this metal box, that's all. Here we go. Fuck you. Alright, so I think honestly the best way to deal with the lizard right at the end here is probably to bounce on him, but like stay in place. There we go. Finally. That must have taken at least like 13, 14 attempts. You know, I'm just gonna say right now, I don't think we're ever gonna do the platinums on these. I think it would form a very unhealthy relationship with games for me. It'd just be way too hard. I'll do it if you guys want, but you'll have to just wait until I can be bothered to get around to it. I would not promise that that would come soon. That'll be much later down the line. That level straight up has taken like 2 hours of recording. It was probably a very bad level to start off with. With that said though, it's done. Now we can move on to Temple Ruins. Alright, it is a dark and gloomy Saturday night where I, Dracula, thought that I would invite all of my spooky friends. If you know, you know. I do actually quite like these levels on time trials. There's only one section that I always struggle with. And it's one of these sections where you have to get across the pit and jump on those things. I always miscalculate the timing. Not the best with those sections. But these are fun to go through a time trial on. They're not too long. He's got to time that better. Don't worry, we'll just do this again. Now just skip ahead a little. Alright, you're almost back where we were. I'm not really sure how many episodes we kind of have left in this series. I would assume that I would assume, honestly, that we've maybe got 1 or 2. So either this will be the finale or the next one will be. We don't have a ton left to do. Shit, that's the area I was talking about. I always misjudge the timing. Pretty sure I need to restart now. If you misjudge the timing there, you're basically done for. Well, I died there anyway. Let's restart. Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't include a ton of the footage from the first level, but honestly, it was just failed attempt after failed attempt. There was way too much to include. So that one's gonna have to be cut down quite a bit. It was a very hard level to start off the episode with. I did not realize it was gonna be that hard. There we go. We didn't have to wait there as long that time. Honestly, I'm just gonna damage boost this one. Damn, didn't want to lose my Aku there, but sure. Because I kind of needed it for here. Oh, we got past, no problem, that's fine. We made it. Right, it's number 1 crate up ahead. And there's the ending. Oh my god. That wasn't too bad at all. Platinum relic. I will take a platinum relic. Thank you very much. Oh man, that was so well deserved after how hard that first level was. I will happily take a platinum relic. Alright, what's next? Road to Nowhere. Oh no, guys. This might be another one that's gonna take me like 2 hours. We shall see. I'll see you guys in there. Alright, here we go. Road to Nowhere. Just boost over that TNT. I don't need no TNT. You know what, sure. So I am going to be doing these rope levels, these bridge levels, legitimately, to the best of my ability. If it takes me like 2 hours to do these, I might just do the rope trick. But as of right now, we're going to do these legit. I want to do it as legitimately as possible. So I think these ones are pretty achievable. It's just all about timing these jumps. So far, so good, though. I feel like we're past the halfway point already. Something like that. I feel like we have to be by this point. Damn. Well, of course that was gonna happen. I'll meet you guys back over there. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get back there. Because I swear, sometimes you do, like, really well. And then you spend, like, the next 10 attempts trying to get back to where you were the first time. Don't know why that happens. We just get worse the more we attempt these things. God damn, timing these jumps is so hard. I'm trying my best, though. Not now, though, piggy. There's some bridges to climb. Alright. Here onwards is where it gets really tough. Okay, we got it. Platinum relic too, without using the ropes. Look at me go. I struggled really hard on that first level, and now we're just thrashing these. Platinum relics in 2 levels? I'll take it. Maybe we will do platinum relics after all. With Road to Nowhere done, what have we got next? Sunset Vista. Now, I don't remember this one, but I had a Cortex key. So it must have been one that I struggled with to do normally. Right, Sunset Vista it is. Let's go. I see, it's this one. The other of the high wall levels. You know what? No, I'm not having that. We need better timing. What if we do it immediately? Not good timing. Alright, just gonna get good timing on this and then we'll do this. Now. I don't know how many attempts this is gonna take, but I'm sure it's probably harder than the first one. So, quite a few I would assume. These lizards aren't too bad though. You just gotta remember that you can't spin the ones that sit upright. The ones that are walking on all fours you can spin though. Which is some helpful knowledge to have. Damn. Something I do want to say, guys, is I really want to thank you all for the reception on this series as a whole. When I last thanked you guys, the first episode was on like 500 views or something. Like, it was already pretty high. But at this point in time, we're now at like 700, and each individual part has almost 200 views. I think a couple of them even have like 300, which ain't too shabby. Considering I didn't make any content for like 8 months straight. We're doing pretty well. I think this is the furthest we've got so far. Oh my god, we finally made it over to this rotating wall. Sorry if I wasn't talking for a while there. It was really hard to get up to this point. I rage quit multiple times. This is like, I don't know, an hour later. I'm giving this another shot and we seem to be doing better. Honestly, the timing on these ones is really rough. There's just so many of these things in the walls. You have to time really well. Damn, had to damage boost there, but sure, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. Honestly, the hardest part for me are the lizards that make you go backwards when you spin them. Even though I know how to deal with them, it still doesn't change how rough they are to deal with. Right, we'll vibe down here. Uh-oh, that was very close to me getting wailed on by a bunch of damn bats. Right, that's a good time save right there. Didn't even intend to do that, but I will take it. Right, next one. No, are you kidding? Are you kidding? I did so well. Alright guys, we're not far off where I died last time. I just got past that rotating wall on the left. Honestly, the worst thing about when you die in this level is you lose over 2 minutes of progress. Which really hurts my soul. Just so much time to lose if you fail. It's the worst part about these long levels. It isn't even how challenging they are that's the worst part, it's just how much time you lose. Right, here we go. Definitely gotta do better on these jumps. Like right there, that was almost bad news. But we made it, somehow. So now just another one of these stupid rotating pillar walls. Rotating platform walls. We're doing okay though. Honestly, those jumps are awkward. And these go a lot faster than the other platforms. No. Are you kidding? That lizard. Alright guys, I believe we're basically back where we were. And it is now the next day. This is another run on a different day. And we seem to be doing a fair bit better. I even managed to get a triple Aku, which is pretty nifty. Alright, gotta be careful here. I have fallen here at least like 3 times. It's always bad news. Alright, we gotta climb up here, and then I believe we have that lizard to contend with. Slowly does it. Mother. Alright, not gonna lie guys, Sunset Vista might actually be the hardest time trial. So I know that there's some tough ones coming out that was hard to even beat one time through. Took me so many attempts. We did it though. We got there. It's only a gold, but I'll take it for now. We can always go back later. Right, next up we have... oh, the next island. We have heavy machinery. Sure, let's do it. I do recall this one being pretty tough too. We'll see how things go. Right, so these blue pipes we can stand on. We don't need to be as worried about those ones. I'm not gonna... damn. Alright, because we didn't get that far, I'm just cutting ahead to here. And immediately use that Aku. Sure. What I was gonna say is that we don't need to worry ourselves with like the bonus sections. Since we're just rushing on through to the best of our ability. Come on, really thought I'd have it that time. I believe we're back where we just were. Mostly. Not entirely sure. I've died at least 3 times since then. I do know that we have an Aku to damage boost with. I guess we're using it there. I was gonna say I'll hold on to that for later. Damn. I don't even know how I got that crate there. I'll take it though. I'm not gonna complain. Alright. So we're into the bottom section. We've got a lot of these little vents that we need to concern ourselves with. But we do have an Aku now, so we could damage boost. We're probably not gonna get platinum, but we will get gold. I reckon, at least. Are you actually serious? Right, can we do it? That is the question. Can we do this? Can we reach the end? Gotta be careful here. I did die here before. I'm not sure if I left it in the video or not. It was not a fun death. Especially because I'm pretty sure we're super close to the end of the level. It just hurts so much more. I'm pretty sure I remember the path on these. Yeah, here we go. So far, so good. Come on. Gold. Okay, I'll take it. Maybe try platinum in the future. I will take gold. Thank the heavens. Alright, what comes up next? Is it like a lab level? Cortex power. Oh, we don't have the gem for this one. So we can kind of take a little bit of a break to get the gem. Let me just do a quick save here. Just for safety. Alright, so since we still need the gem for this level, I guess we'll jump in and grab the gem. Alright, so we can ignore the time trial. Oh wait, do you guys remember? This is the one where I was trying to show you guys the death path. Or gem path, I guess. But then for some reason didn't remember that it required a gem. So I had that nifty little glass shattering effect in that one episode. We'll see how we do. Hopefully we can grab it. It is a little bit out the way. You do have to backtrack, which is always a pain in the booty. Hopefully we've got this. We'll continue onwards until it splits. Right here. And then we'll leave that checkpoint because we're probably going to want it later. Ouch. Did not mean to lose my Aku, but sure. Well, thankfully we can die here. That's a good thing, I suppose. Oh wait, I probably need that crate. Yeah, we have to go up here and grab all these again. That's fine. It's no problem. No life this time, though. Big Sarge. Big Sagittarius. Okay, so grab this. Now head backwards again. Ouch. Why do I keep losing my Aku on stupid things? It's always the dumbest shit. It's always the way. Alright, careful. Careful. Alright, screw you, sir. I need through here. Thank you very much. Alright, we'll grab that gem path in a moment. I'm gonna make sure I have this, and we'll leave that once again. Because we'll probably want to backtrack and grab that. Alright, gem path. Get an Aku, which is nice. Should definitely help going through here. I believe the best way to do this is by doing that. Damn, lost the Aku. Are you kidding? Come on. Alright, guess I'm doing all that again. I see you guys over there. Alright guys, I managed to make it back where we were. I did just die like a few more times, but I did make a small change on the last run. I did go back and get that checkpoint crate. There, I was planning to leave till later. I thought it might just be beneficial to grab it now, because I've had to rerun this like 4 or 5 times. Alright, we'll make our way through here. Just to double check there's no extra crates. See, that broke something. And I'm pretty sure that leads us to the checkpoint crate. Yeah, there it is. You see I broke it? Alright, let's make our way back. We're doing good. We're doing far better. Managed to make it through there nice and smoothly. Not gonna complain. Anything up here? No. Alright, now we got this. I always hate this. Sometimes you wind up just not quite pushing enough and you end up falling into that pit. I managed to do it though. Hell yeah. I think we're about to hit 100% actually. There we go, 100%. That's all the gems in the game. So now we just need to do all the time trials and the DLC, I believe. So next up, it looks like we've got generator room. I'm not sure how much time we have left on this video. If there is enough time left to do this one, then you guys will see it here. If not, then you guys will see my outro. But I'll try my best to include it for y'all. Alright, let's do generator room. I do actually want to see if I can fit in just a couple more levels into this episode. We will see how things go. Oh man, do y'all remember when I went through the normal run of this level? I kept getting it mixed up with the time trial. This was a rough one. I do want to try that skip towards the end, but I'm not sure if it's just going to kill me or not. Pretty sure it's right there. You can like maybe jump down. But I'm too scared to try it right now, so we'll just do it normally and then I might give it a go after. And I'd include the results at the end. Damn. Perspective always gets me on this one. Always gets me on this one. Don't think there's ever been a time where it hasn't. I mean, this shit's hard. I've only died like 1 extra time since the last time you guys saw. But sometimes perspective is rough and some of these jumps are like just slightly out of reach if you don't wait until the last second to jump. It can be a bit challenging. Right there too, that's kind of a rough one if you want the time save. I would argue it's not really worth the time save. Alright, we got right at the end though. Do you guys remember? This is where I kept screwing up the jump right at the end. I will admit that did enrage me pretty badly. Alright, how'd we do? Sapphire? Alright, well that's not good enough, clearly. We're gonna have to do that one again. Alright, this time around I'm gonna try out the time skip. See if it actually works. I kinda reckon it probably doesn't, but we'll give it a shot. I need to do better than Sapphire. You guys would be ashamed of me if I left it at Sapphire. Alright, let's see. Nope, it does not work. There's a barrier. Good to know. Definitely good to know. So I just need to somehow be faster. I do know that some of the time save crates are just not worth grabbing. Just hard for me to determine which ones. I'm trying my damnedest to go as fast as I can. These fights slow me down pretty heavily too, to be fair. I do feel like damage boosting is kind of worth it. From time to time. Right, just tiny little skips here and there. And we're right at the end. Might save any time at all. I feel like it kinda did. I'm gonna do something risky right at the very end. Not sure it's gonna work. It probably won't. Let's see. Right there. Okay, we only just scraped by getting a gold. So platinum on this one is gonna be very rough, but gold is fine for now. That's all we need for now. We'll focus on platinum later. I'm pretty happy with that. Right, next up we got toxic waste. I don't think this one will be too bad. Like, it might take a good few attempts, but it's a pretty short level. So I don't mind doing this one. But let me save real quick. Alright, let's do toxic waste. Here we go. Immediate time save. Oh man, I am dreading towards the end. But I'm kind of hoping I can get like a triple Aku. Or at least like a double, so I can just damage boost through. Never mind, I lost one already. I suppose that's fine. I'll just keep running forward. If I lose them, then so be it. Damn. Yeah, it's a real shame that I lost them both right before the hard part. Are you kidding? I thought he was gonna throw the bouncy one. The guy just had to throw the rolling one. Okay, I managed to make it through the first section without using an Aku, so we might actually be good. We might be Gucci. Just a perfect sprint right to the end. Damn. No, you don't, sir. Alright, we got our dual Aku. Here comes the hard part, though. And I gotta focus. Sorry if there's not as much commentary on this one. I'd just rather not fail again. Let's get that double. Damn. That is a good strat, just jumping around the side there. Do you love using that strat? Are you kidding me? Alright, I've managed to get all the way back here, and this time I have an Aku. So here's hoping, guys. Oh man, I made it right to the end. What do we do? Platinum. I will take a platinum any day of the week. Thank you so much for that platinum. Oh my god. That only took, I think, like 5 attempts. That wasn't too bad. Right, now if we do have time for one more, I am aware that there's not that many levels left, and most of the next episode is going to be taken up by the DLC level, probably. So I might just get the high road out the way here, and we'll try our best to not use the rope trick. Let's do the high road. Alright, I have no idea. Never mind, I do have some idea how this is going to go. Very poorly. I like how it immediately gave me a pity Aku. Damn. I've already died I've already died 5 times, guys, just at this opening section. I don't know what happened to me. I'm a washed gamer. I'm washed. At least it means I'm clean. Right, these turtles are the bane of my existence. Oh my god. I tried to go on the rope to save my life and it didn't work. Alright, I managed to make it slightly further. I managed to get to the first Aku. Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of you and you. Never mind. Okay, I made it to this Aku. Damn, I might have to use the rope just to get over here. Guys, this has taken me 48 attempts so far. I'm so tempted to just use the rope trick, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to resort to that. I'll keep trying. I'm trying my best for y'all. Alright guys, I made it back to the Aku Aku mask. It is actually the next day that I'm playing this. I unfortunately had to take a break for the night. And to be fair, this game was definitely making me rage a little. Time trials in Crash 1 are just brutal. Can't wait till we get to Crash 2 and 3. Those will be a lot better. Honestly, the worst part about this time trial is having to wait for the damn turtles to get into position. If you mistime it, you just end up missing the jump entirely. And then you're forced to wait for the turtles cycle again. Oh my god, guys, we're doing it. I swear it must have taken like 30 or 40 attempts just to get to this point. I am definitely a washed gamer. This is... this is definitely pain for me. And now I'm just worried about dying like right at the end or something stupid. I do know there's another like a really hard jump coming up. It's also this. I was so worried I wasn't gonna make that. Or that. That jump is a little rough too. Alright, here we go. We have many of them in a row. Oh my god. You're kidding. I actually did it. Oh my god, you're kidding. A sapphire? There is no way that was a sapphire. Are you serious? No, f it. I'm doing the rope trick. I'm sorry, guys. I am not doing that the normal way again. That already took me way too many tries. Alright, guys, we're giving this another shot. I did just do it previously. I might have shown like the very end of the run or something, but I ended up stuck with a sapphire. So I've had to come in and do it again, and I swore that I was going to use the rope trick. I was like, there's no way I can do this legit. I did not want to do it again, legit. But here I am. Okay, I might have to use... And there I go. Alright, at least we have our Aku Aku. Never mind, we don't have our Aku Aku. Let's see, I partially said that because I knew I would just end up using it straight away. It kind of helped me out in that scenario, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't help me out there, though. Oh my god, guys, this is taking so many tries. This is taking so much out of me. I have, like, no energy. I swear this must have taken, like, 60, 70, maybe more tries. Wait till he gets to the edge. Very nearly screwed that up with my impatience. Oh, come on, please. This has to be the one. Really hope this is the one. All this effort can't be for nothing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, please. There we go, we got gold. And we did it legit too. I will happily take that. Oh my god, the relief. Oh my god. So I suppose if we want to get platinum, that's when we use the rope trick. I refuse to try and do platinum without the rope trick. I don't think any layman person is capable of doing that. Maybe some of the speedrunners and elitists, but not the average person. Oh my god, and the next one is slippery climb. Okay, well I suppose we're going to be leaving off here, which means the first level of next episode is going to be a doozy. It's going to be slippery climb. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed, and you've enjoyed this series so far. If you have enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing whilst you're down there. With that said, I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Thank that's over with. Oh my god. I need to take a break after that. I'll see y'all in the next one.